It used to be a church, but part of a West Side landmark didn't have a prayer of surviving tonight. News 4's Milas Hairston reports the bell tower is coming down at the former St. Mary's on the Hill.
Part of the steeple tumbles with the help of City of Buffalo crews. The emergency demolition of the bell tower of the former St. Mary's on the Hill church was made necessary after part of the 117-year-old landmark collapsed on Wednesday evening.
The idea is, the city's behind it, we're behind it, community's behind it, is try to preserve what we can of the church.
The former church, which has been vacant for more than a decade, was one of the first churches put on the local landmark list in the 1970s. The collapse had been predicted.
We were actually out here yesterday taking pictures, and this was still up. But it has been shaky ever since we allowed it to stay up, and I've had my reservations about keeping it up.
But when part of the bell tower toppled, the city had no choice but to go to work right away and tear down the remaining portion.
We're thankful that this fence was up because there had been children playing here. If we didn't have this fence up, who knows what would have happened.
The building is owned by a New York City woman who was recently fined $3,000 for housing code violations.
It marks literally and figuratively the high point of the neighborhood of Prospect Hill. People in the neighborhood becoming really aware of their history and everything, and this is a definite must-save for the neighborhood.
Crews raced against time and stormy weather to get the unstable portion down.
We're going to peel it down, try to save the bell itself, because I understand that's a preservation interest. They're interested in saving it.
Now, city crews will be back on the scene tomorrow morning to assess the situation at the church. They tell me the bell has been saved, and city leaders say the church owner will get the bill for the demolition and the cleanup. In the newsroom, Milas Hairston for the 10 o'clock news.